The women are very liberal. Brazil. Who in Brazil is not giving it up? Philippines. Filipinas aren't known to be the most chaste women in the world. Thailand. Thailand. That place, oh yeah, they're definitely going to be virginal souls in Thailand. Vietnam. And all of the girls were like, hi, I can see you. Oh, come here. Oh, you're so nice. Oh yeah, I know Brazil. I know Vietnam. I know the Philippines. These places, they're not places where you find the most chaste, obedient women.
Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk. The THPP Network has been a stalwart in the space for some time. They have a open panel show normally, a lot of shouting, not really my cup of tea because I don't like people talking over each other. One of the bright spots has always been sometimes they have real conversations and the conversations are difficult. One of these conversations that caught my eye was when Ameera, one of the THPP regulars, had a show called The Passport Bros Lied. Why? What did they lie to her about?
Nobody dare speak bad about the Passport Bros, right? Most people are in agreement with this ideology. And I was too before. I thought, well, if you can't find your wife here, what's the problem with going to find her somewhere else? There's no problem, right? I mean, that's just the logical thing to do. And where have they gotten? Because I do not see a great success when they're traveling abroad to, let's be honest with ourselves, to bang women.
Well, Ameera was under the impression that Passport Bros themselves were only looking for wives. Now, there are a lot of men who are going looking for wives, but not every man is ready to marry. Some men shouldn't even get married until they're 40, 45 years old. Some men should just work on their purpose, have fun, make sure that they're secure in their finances, and go on about their business and not get married later. But apparently, Ameera believes that men just 100% have to get married when they go out into the world. I find that very interesting because she's put the Passport Bros into a monolith. Now, I've always said that men travel for different things and different reasons at different ages. A young man, he's gonna be looking for women. Let's just keep it real. And even if he's not looking for women, his attention is going to be taken by pretty girls everywhere he goes. A middle-aged man, and when I say middle-aged, I mean like 35 to 45, is going to be traveling probably to see things or to establish business connections. And a man, an older man, that'd be from 45 and up, he may be looking for a wife, maybe looking to settle down, maybe looking for a change of pace. All of these things are reasons why men travel. See, the Passport Bros, they've been demonized and been tried to make into a monolith. If one guy is out there tricking, everybody's tricking.
Ameera, if you're really attuned to what men are, what men do, how men behave, how men act, in acquiring a mate, men aren't looking to get married right away. A lot of men like to play the field for a while, vet their women, and then get married. The average man in the United States likes to date around. Ameera, it sounds like right now, what you're doing here is shaming men.
The most proper women that I know tend to be Eurasian women. I'm talking about Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan. They are trained wives. They are trained from birth to be a wife. And if the Passport Bros were serious about finding proper wives because these Western women are just so bad, then why aren't you going there to find your wives? Oh, I know, teacher. I know, because they're not having sex in those countries. How many marriages do you see happening overseas because a man went to a country and said, you know what, I am vetting a woman. I'm not sleeping with her. I want to find a proper woman, a proper lady, a proper wife. There are countries that are actually going against us. They're making laws that you cannot come to their country and marry their women and take them back.
Ameera, considering I'm of a mixed descent and I know many mixed families, mixed people in the world, there are actually many men that do marry foreign women and create people like me, a mixed person of more than one race. And I have love for different peoples of the world. I encourage more mixed people in the world. One of my longest relationships was with a Middle Eastern girl of 4 years. I even had a baby scare with her. I have love for my Middle Eastern people. I've worked with them. I've partied with them. I've broken bread with them. And even Middle Eastern people have first supported and elevated this channel. So this is very disheartening for me to hear some of the things that you're saying about people from Central and South America, Southeast Asia people. The reason why they are stopping marriages around the world and from you taking their women back to marry them here in the United States is simply because of these two words: population decline. It is happening worldwide. There are only a few countries, specifically in the African nations, that's still experiencing population growth. This is the main reason why they do not want anyone to take their women and marry here in the United States to build the population of the United States. Those countries want their people to marry their own people so they can build their populations to ensure economic prosperity and growth, to build up their military forces for protection and security. All this leads to proper functioning of their society. There are many different academic papers, videos, lectures, and books about population decline. And it's not just because of passport bros, Ameera.
Women and men in opposition contend that passport bros are merely taking advantage of women in other countries that are in financial need. They want a woman to make them feel like a king in exchange for a green card. So the legal risks, every country has their own dating and marriage traditions. It's illegal in some countries to marry a foreigner without a visa. Other countries do not allow their citizens to marry foreigners, one being Kuwait. Middle Eastern countries, a lot of Middle Eastern countries will not allow you to marry a foreigner. In addition, there could be vast cultural norms that must be followed to get married, like obtaining parental approval or conforming to religious beliefs.
So do you see the contradiction here? She wants you to marry women of the Middle East. But there's also troubles and issues, complications to marrying women in the Middle East. I've been informed if you want to marry women of Islamic culture, you will have to convert to Islam by Middle Eastern people. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. So if you happen to not follow a particular religion and maybe even be an atheist, then logically it's not a good idea to date and try to marry a woman of those cultures, of those countries. Any culture that values faith, religion, and high esteem like that is probably not a good idea. Men will go to countries that align to their values. Even conservative men in the West will be seen as liberal in those other countries. If Ameera is saying Middle Eastern countries will not allow you to marry foreigners and most likely may try to convert you to Islam, then does it really make sense to travel in those countries and date and try to marry women there? From what I've been told and what I've heard, Ameera is a traditional Lebanese woman, yet she's using modern woman talking points and talking tactics, the sign language, shaming, insulting, guilting, needing to be right to make her point and limit the travel freedom autonomy of men.
So let's get back to Miss Ameera.
Most of the passport bros tend to be black. When you go as a black man to countries that are very much racist, they're racist, fully racist. What you're gonna find there as a black man, you go there with a big wad of money. I'm a passport bro. Forget these Western women. I'm going to South America. I'm gonna find me a woman with this here money, gonna put her in this here bag, put her over my shoulder, and I'm gonna haul her back home. Good luck.
She's using the element of fear to prevent you from traveling. Let's be perfectly clear about this. Every country is nationalistic. People in those countries are tribalistic. We have tribalistic people here. Just ask a Niners fan to be a Cowboys fan, a Celtics fan to become a Lakers fan, a Dodgers fan to turn into a Giants fan. It's not gonna happen. People are tribal. That is human behavior.
I don't believe that the majority of Asian men who have a daughter want to give their daughter to a black man. I don't believe that the majority of Thai or Filipino men who have their daughter think, you know what, I can't wait for my daughter to grow up and to get taken away by a black man.
I encourage more mixed people with whatever race to come into the world so we can bridge the different cultures together, whether it's black and Asian, Middle Eastern and Asian, white and black, Middle Eastern and white, Latin and Asian, Latin and black, Latin and Asian. I don't care. I want more mixed people in the world.
I've seen that the passport bros, he made a video. He was in the Philippines, I believe, or Thailand, or Vietnam. He was in Vietnam, walking past all of these massage parlors and red district. Handsome black man walking down the street, and then he goes, all of these Asian women, they want me. Look at how they like me, look. And all of the girls were like, hi, I can see you. Oh, come here. Oh, you're so nice. Oh yeah, all of that.
Very nice of you, Ameera, to imitate my people, my Vietnamese people. Even being half white, I looked very Asian, especially when I was younger. So you're bringing back a lot of good old memories of racist attitudes that I've experienced and witnessed and observed against me and my people. Thank you for that, Ameera. And thank you for characterizing my women, my family members, as working as, well, I'll let you fill it in because that's what you're thinking, Ameera. So when you go into these Vietnamese nail shops, yes, it's a funny stereotype, that is true. gas stations, doctor's office, dentist's office, software engineers, and auto body shops. Just remember, you are characterizing the whole Vietnamese people. So when you come and visit our people, Ameera, I hope you do that accent around us and let us know what you really think.
What really rubbed me the wrong way is that she just did the guilty by association fallacy. You see, she said that Asian women, Brazilian women, she said some countries like Vietnam, Philippines, Thailand, that they're just not chaste. Now, I can tell you this, there are certain parts in Thailand that you are not getting anything unless you really speak Thai, and I'm talking about the provinces. But see, when you only know about one or two cities, when you only know Pattaya and Bangkok and Phuket, you have no idea about the rest of the country. Now, I've been very critical of passport bros in the past, not to shame anybody, but just to say, hey, let's keep our business off the street.
I believe passport bros think they like me. Over here, I'm a king. In America, I'm nothing, but over here, I'm a king. Now, go try that in Tajikistan, in Turkmenistan, in Azerbaijan, in the countries that are actually serious about marriage, in the countries that will actually give you a proper wife, the wife that you're actually looking for. No, you won't go there. But you want to go to the countries that you know that the women are free and loose with it.
So let's run back the tape again, what she says about the Middle Eastern countries and what they think about marriage to foreigners.
Other countries do not allow their citizens to marry foreigners, one being Kuwait. A lot of Middle Eastern countries will not allow you to marry a foreigner. In addition, there could be vast cultural norms that must be followed to get married.
So let's get back to Miss Ameera.
I thought that they were serious. I thought that they were going to go to Middle East, go find, take your shot there.
Well, let's run it again.
Other countries do not allow their citizens to marry foreigners, one being Kuwait. A lot of Middle Eastern countries will not allow you to marry a foreigner. In addition, there could be vast cultural norms that must be followed to get married, like obtaining parental approval or conforming to religious beliefs.
Women today have the most advantages in the dating market. Before, average men were getting with average guys. Before social media, hottest girl in a small city was matching up with the best guy in her city. Due to evolutionary biology programmed by nature, you can find the best guy anywhere in the world. So it's an unfair dating market where average women have a major leg up, many advantages, easier access to top men over the average man. Western women fly to Dubai with rich men, fly cross country, sleep with celebrities, willing to drop their long-term partner for something better, a la hypergamy. Social media and technology make this far easier and way more accessible for the average Western modern woman to do this, while the average modern Western man is unable to. So what are the advantages for the 80% of men that normally would have a chance even with the most physically attractive women in their vicinity back in the past? That one advantage that the average guy today has is dating in other countries. Just like Western modern women are able to fly cross-country, connect and get physical with your favorite celebrity, have access to a roster of willing and able dudes in their Instagram DMs, the average man still has to do the work, make something of himself so he can afford to be a passport bro, travel and date abroad, build skills to work abroad. And yet somehow modern women and a traditional woman like Ameera, using modern woman talking points, is ignoring the plights of the average modern men in the modern dating market today. The average man that becomes a passport bro, blue book gentleman, expat, and whatever name goes with traveling overseas and dating abroad, has to put in work hours literally and has to develop himself to even the playing field.
Well, that's all I got for you, polite savages. Passport bros, just keep staying up. Do your thing and don't worry about nobody else, right? And by the way, go on and subscribe to Tip Passports. We're working on something big right now. We'll be dropping videos there soon. That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks. Any suggestions for things that you want us to cover, drop it on the gram, THPP Network, especially from our members. Our TIPTube membership is very affordable. It's like a cup of coffee. And as always, ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? We're out.
We found true happiness.